I've never really taken it very seriously, because I just don't. I don't take those things very seriously because I actually am more towards the overly rational materialist side, especially when I was younger and I first started moving away from religion. I was a very traditional new atheist that was like, religion is just a fake story and it's useless. And if we got rid of it, things would be better because people would be logical. Oops, that turned out to be wrong. And it's wrong in the way that I think rationalism can get things wrong. And we spoke about this briefly in the Jacob's Ladder episode that we did, where we spoke about how there is, how intellect itself is not this kind of all-encompassing virtue, and that there are other forms of understanding in the world, and intellect can only get you in some directions. And it's useful and it's great. But I mean, the other thing with that is that you have to understand that intellect can be used for malicious purposes. There are, think of the evil genius type of figure. So I think that it's a little bit arrogant. And that's what I would say what my problem was when I was first grasping onto this hyper-rational materialist worldview and discounting everything that I couldn't immediately prove or see type of thing, was that it was a kind of arrogance, which is all that stuff is old superstition. People didn't have the tools or the understanding, and so they made up stories. And if you can't explain it and you can't understand it, then it's probably not real. But I think that that's arrogant because especially I was like a teenager when I had that view. And teenagers are known for their incredible mixture of idealism, arrogance, and naivety. And so I think that when I look at the ideas that Jung puts forth, and it's so interesting because more and more I'm moving away from the idea of just rationality itself as being the answer to all human ills. And Jung's work has started to become more interesting to me, particularly the idea of synchronicity and mainly synchronicity. But the visions is an interesting thing. I think we discount that as like, oh, you're just a crazy person, or oh, you just want attention or something. And it's not that that's not sometimes true, but I think with Jung, it would be silly to think that that's what it is.